Leadless pacemakers. Leadless pacemakers are the biomedical devices which are used in case of the patients who suffer from arrhythmias. That is, the pulse rate is not proper, and due to the beats per minute which are not generated properly, the synchronization between the right and the left ventricles is not maintained. That is, the proper opening and the closing of the valves like mitral valve, tricuspid valve, and many others is not properly synchronized. So to maintain that synchronization, the entire conduction system is provided with an impulse which is artificially generated, that is with the help of an oscillator circuit which is called a pacemaker. A leadless pacemaker includes no leads, due to which the complications which are present in otherwise used pacemaker are eliminated. Pacemaker. A pacemaker is an electronic device that sends small electrical impulses to the heart muscles to maintain a suitable heart rate or to stimulate the lower chambers of the heart, that is the ventricles. So that to maintain that synchronization, the pulses are generated with the help of an electronic device, and the oscillator circuit and the battery are used. It is an IC-like device with the entire circuitry which is essential to maintain the pulses, the required pulses to the heart. Pacemaker is generally used for patients with arrhythmias, that is, the slow heart rhythms that may occur as a result of any disease in which the heart's conduction system does not work properly, like the SA node, that is the natural pacemaker of the heart, a sinoatrial node, or a AV node, atrioventricular node, or the Purkinje network, that is the bundle of His. If it doesn't works properly, then synchronization is not maintained, and to maintain that synchronization, the pulses are generated with the help of pacemaker. Pacemaker can be of fixed rate, that is, it produces the pulses without considering the condition of the heart. And one is the on-demand pacemaker, in which the pulses are produced according to the condition of the heart. That sometimes when the heart functions normally, then the on-demand pacemaker is turned off and the battery is saved. Due to the slow heart rhythms, it is the case when the valves opening and closing is not synchronized. It can be shown as that the normal sinus rhythm start and then till 75 that pulse is there, but in the bradycardia, that is the arrhythmia case, from the start the pulse is generated, next pulse is generated at the point 38. So in between there is no pulse, so it is the slow heart rhythm is detected in the ECG. The evolution of pacemaker technology. The original one used fixed rate oscillator in which discrete components, elastic coating, mechanical adjustments, endocardial electrodes were used, and the mercury batteries were used, which had very low battery life, that was about 2 years. After that, the replacement of pacemaker was done. But later, due to the prolonged use by the patients and the technical advances in this field, the current technology uses pacing on demand, in which the rhythm is analyzed and accordingly the paces are produced, that is, the pulses are provided to the heart. Similarly, it uses hybrid integrated circuits, laser welded titanium covering, and due to bidirectional telemetry and various advances in the field of electronics, with the help of catheter, the pacemaker is implanted in the myocardial layer of the heart. It uses lithium batteries, which have a battery life of 8 to 10 years, which is an advantage over the original or the traditional pacemakers. So the pacemaker with the circuitry, the main connector block, the battery, and the pacemaker leads. Leads as such cause some kind of complication and also skin erosion, and due to that, the leadless pacemakers were introduced. Leadless pacemaker is a small self-contained electronic device that is inserted in the right ventricle of the heart. The lead wires and the electrodes, as such, when a traditional pacemaker is used, it should be able to withstand the constant bending due to the beating of the heart. Similarly, it must be biocompatible. So these above two criteria are satisfied in the leadless pacemaker with the help of interwound helical coils, with the help of which the device is attached to the myocardium of the heart. Then why leadless? The leads are the weakest component of the pacing device, and due to any kind of infection or complication, They have to be replaced quite frequently. That is why the leadless devices have gained importance due to the miniaturization of the various electronic components. Then the leadless pacemaker consists of generator and the electrode system. Currently, the device is only available for the patients who are suffering from bradycardia, that is slow heart rhythm, and who need single chamber pacing only. Then the clinically available leadless pacemakers are of two types. One is nanostim, another is Micra. The nanostim type uses a docking button at the front, and Micra uses the helical part at the cathode side. These are the various parts of a nanostem a leadless pacemaker: the docking button in the front, then the battery, then the electronics, the fixation structures, and the helical part. So this leadless pacemaker has one part as cathode, one part is anode, in between is the electrical isolation and the titanium enclosure, with the help of which the device is attached to the heart. The inside electronic structure contains an accelerometer component, due to which the activity of the heart can be considered, and then the pulses are generated or provided by the pacemaker. Then the Micra type pacemaker, in which there are four parts: the tines, which are the attaching part, then the processing unit, the battery, and the titanium case, that is the enclosure. Then the implantation of the device: the catheter, that is a long tube with the pacemaker, is inserted into the vein, and the X-ray machine is used to guide it to the heart. Once the catheter is inside the right ventricle, the pacemaker is placed into the correct position in the heart, and the device is then tested so as to make sure that it is attached to the wall of the heart and is programmed correctly. Then the catheter is removed and the incision site is closed by applying pressure to that area. In the endocardial position, where the cathode is in contact with the myocardial tissue and the anode is surrounded mainly by blood, there the device is fixated to the myocardium by utilizing the four nitronal tines and a screw-in helix that penetrates about 1 mm into the myocardium, that is the middle layer of the heart. This is the catheter, that is the long tube which is used for the insertion purpose. Then the placement of the device in the heart. Over here, this is the right ventricle, the anode, the cathode, and the coiled spring. And this is the docking interface and the leadless pacemaker, which is attached with the help of the catheter. Then the advantages. In this, the various eliminations which are associated and the complications which are associated with traditional pacemakers are eliminated. Like the wire that goes to the heart, because the heart is beating, it is always in motion. So with time and due to prolonged use, it may be possible that the pacemaker is to be replaced. So this kind of complication is eliminated in a leadless pacemaker. So, this kind of pacemaker also has less implantation time, good battery life, and no infection is there. At the end of battery life, a leadless pacemaker can be turned off and a new leadless pacemaker can be implanted. Then the future challenges. The technologies that will have most impact on the patient care can be like the dual chamber pacing and the placing of the device in the left ventricle, because it is presently used for the right ventricle only. Then tracking the device data and patient health through wireless remote monitoring system, so that the health of the patient can be monitored. And the pacers that are MRI safe, because sometimes the condition of the patient is such that after placing the pacemaker also the MRIs are to be taken frequently. So there the MRI should be conducted safely, that the pacemaker should not interfere with that MRI. Similarly, new data recording functionality is to be provided to provide any kind of information about the patient health and the status of the device. So real world cardiac pacing needs leadless pacemakers, but still a lot is to be done for this biomedical device. Like its placing in the left ventricle, similarly the dual chamber pacing of such a device. These are a few things in which a lot is to be done for this device. Also, the interference of the nearby devices and the electromagnetic field interference is also an area where the improvement of this device is needed. Thank you.